Hey guys, welcome to CKC Garage, and if you're watching this video, obviously you're interested in what we've got in this big old box. This is exclusive at Walmart, but as soon as I saw this and read the box and it's got smoke that blows out of its nostrils, and I envisioned making this remote controlled and all-wheel steering like a legit monster truck, had to have it. So that being said, we're going to call in the monkeys here and we're going to unbox this thing, put it together and compare it to what we've got over here, which is the biggest Power Wheels on the market, which is the Peg Perigo 24 volt Razor. And we'll compare them side by side, go over the features, what we like, what we don't like. But yeah, can't wait to get this thing open. All right, let's do it.
Let's get into it, guys.
So we got it from Walmart, ordered it online. It took about 5 days to get here. And the box is in pretty good shape. Didn't get too beat up. Oh, and I did take measurements because I get a lot of emails asking. It's 50 inches tall, 33 inches wide, and 23 inches deep. And the box is heavy as dinosaur balls. But anyways, this is what you're gonna get, guys. Lots of assembly. Let's get her out. What do we got? Seat.
Something broke.
Well, that's not good. We've got a broken tab. Wow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera in because some parents are intimidated by how big stuff is and how much assembly is involved. So I tell you what, I've never seen gearboxes this big. The gearboxes on this thing are massive. But the good news is it looks just like the grave digger from Bravo Sports, and might have to find that compatible so we can do four-wheel drive. So here's the tires. They're full plastic. That's not a rubber inner thing. What I'm probably going to do is take some fat tire bicycle tire tubes and rivet it around it so that it's got some good grip, because it's going to be, when I'm done with it, it's going to have remote control, so it'll be variable speed. So yeah, we're just going to get everything unboxed.
Got some metal pieces.
Yeah, we'll probably lay this out on a table. And oh, look at, here's the top of the doors. It's got working doors. It's got window nuts, just like a race car would have.
It's got a metal axle.
Nice, nice. There's parts in here. All right, guys, here it is. We got all the parts out of the box. We inspected it for damage. And there's just a little bit here, you know, the box gets dinged around. So this little area right here was pushed in. We took some pliers and pulled that out so we can slide the rear of the truck in. But other than that, everything looks good. So let's talk about what you guys get. So check this out, guys. Did not expect this. Not a cheap sticker. This is actually molded plastic. The flames are actually three-dimensional, or would that be four-dimensional? And then there is a sticker over it, because stickers are something that always makes a ride-on look trashed when it's left outside. So that's pretty cool. It's got the 24 volt 7 amp hour battery, so they're kind of a smaller size. The 7 amp hour, basically that's the run time. 1 amp at 7 hours it will last. This is clearly going to not last that long. There is some room in here to install bigger batteries, and we'll probably be doing that. At minimum, I would probably recommend putting 2 two 12-volt, 12 amp hour batteries in the side, and then all of our goodies for the RC is going to be in the middle there probably. But so check it out. It's got working, sorry with the zoom there, working front suspension here. It does have working shocks, but the springs are super stiff. It even says on them 100-pound spring. So each one is going to be 100 pounds. I would try to source some softer springs for that. Definitely share that with you guys in the upcoming videos with a link. And something else, this is something that is worth pointing out. On the steering tie rod, it has these little steering stops. I'm not going to do it now because I'm not positive, but in the past I had to take a cutoff wheel and cut those off so that it had a little bit better steering radius. And like I mentioned, I'm going to try to do rear steering and ideally all-wheel drive. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be interesting because of the suspension. Something I didn't consider, but we'll work on that. But right now we're just going to get this put together and go from there. So this is the on-off switch only for the sound effects. It does not stop the ride-on from going. So when you have that on, these will work. It's got different sound effects with volume control. So right there is a revving monster truck. This middle one is the crowd cheering. And this is the one that I was super excited about. You push this guy right here and the front lights up and you can see the smoke coming out. Pretty cool for a kid's ride on, eh? The gearboxes are massive. I mean, massive. That's probably the biggest gearbox I've ever seen. And I mentioned it does have 775 motors, but they're going to be low RPM. You can easily switch those out to like a Vex Pro or Banebot and get some serious boost in speed. But you won't want to do that until you upgrade the wiring. The wiring that goes to the motors is teeny. I would say that that's 18 gauge at the max. And that's going to really inhibit the amp draw, so not the best. The wheels are full plastic. There's no rubber tread, and the front and rear are identical except for this sleeve that fits in it. This is a bushing, so it's telling me that these go for the front. So, and then the back one will mate to that big hexagon. And here's your parts. These are all snap-on parts, really. The doors, the horns, the rear parts. There are a couple metal bumpers. This is the front and back bumper, I believe. But the roll bars, these are just plastic. Guaranteed, those are going to end up getting broke. Real easy to slip on the windshield, the rear tailgate, I guess I'd call, and that's like the bed area. And then it is a two-seater for the Jeep, or for the seat. And then you just slide the axle through, put one wheel in first, and that is kind of the gist of it, guys. This is what you can expect when you open up the box. Super stiff. Do not expect your little kiddo to be able to flex that suspension at all. But so what we're going to do is we're going to put this together and see if Kid Drift can even drive this thing. right, here she is, guys, fully complete, assembled. It's big. I mean, it's bigger than like a Power Wheels Jeep, but it's not quite as big as the Peg Perigo Razor, the 24-volt version. You can see the tire size here. But yeah, so check it out. Got everything in. All right. Yeah, and I am right. The steering radius, the turn radius sucks. So it's one of the first things we're going to be doing is taking those steering stops off. It literally hardly even turns. There it is. All right, guys, just like I predicted, this thing is not, in my opinion, not even drivable. These are the steering stops, and they're gone. It's not even drivable. All right, we'll put it back together and see if this thing will drift. Well, that's pretty much it, guys, for El Toro Loco unboxing. This thing is sweet, but it has a lot of room to make this thing way cooler. All right, guys, CKC Garage checking out, and thanks for watching.
Peace.
And don't forget, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We had it just farting around in here. Could not even get it to turn in this space, so we put duct tape on the tires and cut off the steering stops, and it definitely helped a lot. It steers way sharper now. I mean, it goes until it hits the frame, which to me that's not an issue. It's worth it being able to steer.